Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you are fine. Today, I welcome you in our computer class of chapter number 2, that is HTML. In our previous classes of this chapter, we have discussed about what is HTML, what are web pages, and how to design using HTML. History of HTML and then HTML tags. It contains two type of tags: container tag and empty tag. Today we will discuss how to use different other tags, like how to insert images and what are their attributes, creating tables and links. First of all, HTML tag have different type of list in HTML. Suppose we create list manually in two ways, just giving the numbers to the different list items like 1 2 3 ABC, or you can say the Roman letters first, second and third. And sometimes we make a list of different items where we use some dots or symbols in front of the different list items. So like that, HTML has three types of lists. These are numbered list, bulleted list, description list. The numbered list is also known as ordered list. In this list, the different list items are followed by a number, so that these different list items contains a particular sequence in the form of either digits 1 2 3 and so on, or alphabets A B C D E, or Roman letters. Since these list items follows a particular sequence, that is why it is known as ordered list, or you can say it is also the numbered list. The OL tag is used to create ordered list. The OL tag is a container tag. We are to start and we are also to close it. And the different list item will be represented by the LI tag. It stands for list items. Then it comes unordered list. It is also known as bulleted list. In this list, every list item is preceded by a dot, maybe a particular symbol, whatever you want, like square, circle, stars. This is known as the bulleted list because it does not follow any sequence of list items. Only we use symbol in front of the different list items. It is also known as bulleted list or unordered list, and UL tag is used to create this ordered list. And third type of list is that description list. Sometimes we write the different paragraphs or question answers by using different terms and then we define. Then second term, then define. So like that list is known as description list. Suppose if we have given just only a heading and then we will describe it. For this, the DD tag, DL tag is used to create the description list, and DD tag is used to define definition. Then come nested of lists. When we create list within another list, this is known as the nested list. Suppose if we are preparing a list of our subjects like science, the science may contain doctorate, MBBS, whatsoever is there at a higher levels. So here in this example we have just specified science, then doctorate science, doctor science. It is also divided into different like MBBS, BDS or MS. So means first we have started the list doctors, and then we also have the different its subsections where the specialization is performed by the different courses and to make the doctorates. Then it comes inserting images. Images means if we want to insert any picture on our document or a web page, then for this we use img tag. Img tag stands for image. This is used to insert an image into a web page. The images are of different types like GIF, JPEG or bitmap images that are normally supported by all the browsers. So if we want to insert them, then we can use such type of images for inserting them. This img tag has 5 attributes like src, height, width, align and border. These attributes has plays a different role within this tag. Like if we are using img src, src means source. It will specify a source file which we want to insert into our web page, and it will also provide the compiler the source path of that image. Then we can also change the size of our different images when we are inserting them into the web page. So we are to change its height and width. If we want to change the width, then we use width attribute, or if we want to change its height, then we will use height attribute. And sometimes we also want to set it at a particular place, like maybe in the center or left side or right side. So align attribute is used. And if we want to give the border to the image around it, then we can use border attribute for it. The images can be used as hyperlinks. An anchor tag, by using it we can make our image as a hyperlink, and we will attach the further files to it. When we will click on it, the linked file which has been specified by using anchor tag, that can be opened in front of our the monitor screens. Then it comes creating tables. Since you know very well, tables are the grids of rows and columns. It represents our data in the form of different rows and columns in a tabular format. So for creating tables, we use table tag. This table tag is a container tag which we are to start and close. This is a syntax for the table tag because we can specify its different locations as well as its different properties. It has different attributes to set our table, like that align attribute. The align attribute is basically used to set our table either in center, left or right side. Then border. Border attribute is basically used to give border around the tables or the cells of the table. Then it comes width, how much wide table we are required to be displayed. And there are two new terms like cell padding and cell spacing. These are basically used to set the different amount of spaces between the contents of the cells or cell boundary or into the different cells. Cell padding is the space between the cell boundary as well as its contents. Content means the text, the alphabets or digits we have entered in a particular cell. A cell is a rectangular portion of the table. So cell padding, we can say the space between the contents of the cell and its boundary is known as cell padding. And cell spacing means the space between the different cells. भी हमारे different cells के बीच में जो space आता है, that is known as the cell spacing. The cell spacing and cell padding can be changed as per the requirement. Then table can be created with the combination of 3 more tags with the table tag. Like if we want to define the heading of the columns, we use th tag. T for table, H for heading. If we want to define a table row, then tr tag is used to define a table row. T for table, R for row. And we can enter the data into the different cells which we have defined. Then we use TD tag, T for table and D for data. So in the combination of these three with the table tag, the tables can be created and data can be inserted into its different cells. Then there are different types of links. Students, you have ever seen when you are opening the website and then you click some text. When you click on it, the further information opens. These are known as links and they are of different types. Like, suppose when you have just click on the link and it is opened before you, that is known as the active link. When you have read it or completed your work and close it, and after when you will close it, it colors changes or it appears in a different format. That is known as active link. When you have just read it or then closed it and then its color also changes, then it is known as the visited link. जो लिंक जो है आप लोगों ने ओपन करके इंफॉर्मेशन जो है आप रीड कर रहे हैं, दैट लिंक इज नोन एज एक्टिव लिंक. When you have read the information and closed that, then that link will be converted as the visited link and its format or color of the text will be changed as it is specified as per the designers. Then it comes mark you. Sometimes you see the text scrolling over the screen. That can be done by using marquee tag. Marquee tag is used to scroll the text on the screen of a web page from left to right or right to left. Then there are the frames. Frames provide an effective way to organize web content visually and also logically by dividing the page into different parts. A frame is a window within another window. A page on can have one or more frames and each frame is a website in itself. Means frame is just only a part of the web page which can contain different documents. It may be some text, it may be the audios, videos, whatever you want, that is just logically dividing of the page into different parts. When you click on them, then it will be open and it behaves just like a small website within the other web pages. Then it comes frame set. A frame set tag defines how to divide the window into different frames. Each frame set defines a set of rows and columns. मीन्स फ्रेम सेट क्या है? फ्रेम सेट हम जो फ्रेम सेट टैग है उसका हम यूज़ करते हैं हमारी विंडो को जो है डिफरेंट फ्रेम्स में डिवाइड करने के लिए. और दीज फ्रेम सेट डिफाइन द सेट ऑफ रोज एंड कॉलम्स. और जो हमारे ये फ्रेम्स हैं दीज कैन बी डिफाइन को जो कि हम रोज और कॉलम्स के फॉर्म के अंदर जो है डिवाइड कर सकते हैं. The value of the rows and columns indicate the portion of the screen area each row and column will occupy. Means it will specify how much area we want to be kept for the each row and column when we are specifying it. So we can specify its borders and others values. So students, today we have discussed what are different type of lists in HTML. There are three types of lists, like ordered list. This is also known as numbered list. Unordered list, it is also known as bulleted list. And then third type of list is there the description list. After description list, to insert images. Images can be inserted by using img tag. It has 5 attributes: its source, height, width, border and alignment. After this we have discussed different type of images that can be inserted like GIF, JPEG, bitmap images which are supported by all the browsers. And after it, we have done how to use different type of links. A link, that is known as active link. V link, that is known as visited link. Then marquee tag is used to scroll the text, and then different frames and frame set. The frame is a small part of a web page that can represent or can divide window within another window. This pane can have one or more frames in the each frame that behaves like a just small website in itself. Then it comes frame set. A frame set is basically used to define our screen into different frames as in the form of set of different rows and columns, and its value define the how much large or how much space or content that can be contained by a particular frame. It also has different attributes like border that accept the value in the pixels. Okay students, for today it's enough. See you next time, and different next portion we will discuss in the next class. Thank you and have a nice day.